Okay, time for the test results. I've just I found just a little £5 tripod. So I've ordered that. It will arrive just before I get my cards, I think. And once I've purified and blessed my cards on my altar, um, I've decided what we'll do is I'll start doing the card test for you every day. Every day at the exact same time, I will come online and I will administer the card test. And then I was thinking what I might do, even though it's been a while, if I'm feeling so inclined, I'll show you how I used to do readings. But I got a little tripod thing. It's just a little £5 one. I'm saving up to get a vacuum cleaner. So, yeah, I thought, well, £5's all right. It's just so that you can see my hands in that when I'm doing the card test. Oh, I used to do these card tests on my radio show in Chicago. So, yeah, I'll show you how I used to do the card test with my students and all of that. And then if I'm feeling inclined, I'll do a reading. Show you how I used to do readings back in the day. Be fun. Be weird. Because after my teacher died, after Pauline died, because what happened was, it was the 14th of October, I think it was. I got a message from one of her friends saying that she was dying and that she was asking for me. And then the next email said she's died. I woke up in the morning and there was one email saying she's asking for me, and then the next one said she died, and I was devastated. And the next day, she was standing at the foot of my bed with a clipboard and my folder, my file. My teacher was Pauline Wardell Braddon, teeny tiny little 4-foot Tasmanian devil. She wasn't from Tasmania, but she was Australian. But she was a force to be reckoned with. And she pretty much created the scientist that I am now. She was a metaphysician, so she was my introduction into biorhythmic engineering. And she was standing with my file and she said to me, "You got to stop using your cards now." She said, "You don't need them anymore." And I was thinking, what the hell is she talking about? How am I going to do readings without my cards? And then, yeah, I stopped doing them because, I was a very dutiful student. I did what my teacher told me to do. Good thing I listened, because now look at me. I'm literally the most supernatural woman in the world. I'm the most powerful woman in the world. You see all the trouble I'm causing all the politicians and that. So anyway, so I stopped doing my card readings. This was a long time ago. So it's going to be interesting to see when I get them how I'm going to fare. I thought maybe I could do a reading for King Charles or someone like that. Or I don't know, I'll pick someone at random. I don't know. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, so every day I will get online at the exact same time and we will do the card test together. It'll be in evening my time more than likely. And I'll show you how I used to do it with my students. I was always hitting in the 90 percentile, my teacher was, yeah, I was good. I was really good. I made it into a drinking game and nobody will play with me. Like heads and tails, I turned that into a drinking game and people stopped playing with me because I'm really good at it. So anyway, I was just giving people enough time to get on. So the answers to the telepathy test. Number 1, A household item. The answer is a cup. It doesn't matter whether the cup had handles or not. Whatever a cup is to you, that was the answer. Number one, a cup. See, in my household, if you say, can you go and grab me a cup, they'll either bring back you'll either get a coffee cup or a tea cup with a handle. A cup to us has a handle, and a glass is not a handle, but cups can also be plastic, like a plastic cup or a paper cup. But whatever a cup is to you, that was the answer to number one. Number two, the number between 1 and 10. The answer, 7. Number three, the animal. The answer, a bear. And it doesn't matter if it was a panda bear, a polar bear, a brown bear, a grizzly bear, a Malaysian sun bear. It doesn't matter if you saw a teddy bear. The answer was bear. So we'll meet again tomorrow, and then in a couple of days when my cards get here, we'll do the card test, and then we can meet there every night, and we'll administer the card test. And what the card test will do is it will help decalcify your pineal gland. By forcing you to use your intuition, it decalcifies your pineal gland. So then what I would start recommending, by the time I start administering the card tests, I would recommend that you remove aluminium from your life. So or aluminum foil, like don't use it for cooking, use baking paper, use like Dutch ovens, that sort of thing. Get aluminium away from your life. Tin foil, deodorant spray cans, get it away from your life. Get it out of away from your body, away from your food, and stop using toothpaste with fluoride in it. That will help decalcify your pineal gland as well. Fluoride-free toothpaste, and nothing with nothing that uses aluminium or aluminum, like deodorants and for cooking and that. Get it away from your body, because it puts like a lime scale on your pineal gland. And so these tests will help decalcify your pineal gland, and will slowly start to activate your vagus nerve. The longer we do it, the quicker you'll activate your vagus nerve, and it should start to slowly trigger an ascension, but we'll go through the process bit by bit. This is only ever going to resonate with high funks. If you're not a high-functioning, creative, empathic genius, like if you're not a writer, an artist, a programmer, one of my freaks, geeks, nerds, dorks or weirdos, this test is not going to work for you. You'll find yourself having panic attacks, you'll get shitty, this is just stupid, I'm not doing it, blah, 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 then it's not for you. But for the high funks, this is going to resonate on a frequency that feels like, this is what I've been looking for. This is the kind of test I've been needing to give my brain. I'm for them. Because these are the people that think on a higher frequency than people who feel on a higher frequency. To a high funk, thinking is feeling, which is why they can't meditate. And this is when I tell you to sit in the nothingness, that's not meditation, it's preparation. So we will meet again tomorrow. And then when my playing cards and tripod get here, we will meet at a set time every day, and I'll administer the card test. My students hated it because they panicked. They would panic and throw a strop and have these big meltdowns and get all scared and that, and I should have known then. I can't teach just anybody, and I won't teach just anybody. Just because you can afford to take the classes at the Amber Wilkinson School of Witchcraft doesn't mean you'll be invited to learn. You'll only be invited to learn if you pass the test that I administer first. Otherwise, you won't get invited in. I will probably only be taking maybe at the most a dozen students every few months into my school. But when they graduate, they'll be the most powerfully gifted psychic scientists in the world. I can guarantee you that. They'd be able to work for police departments and militaries. They'll be God's super soldiers. They'll be their ancestors' super soldiers. That's who we'll be training. And the people that I'm looking for to help me teach these classes, I have studied these people within an inch of their lives for well over 10 years now. So when I'm ready to make my approach to invite them to Switzerland to come and have a look around the school and see if they'd like to give the teaching a go and that sort of thing, yeah, I'll be making contact with them and explaining who I am and what I do and how I've been secretly watching them for the last 10 years on YouTube. Can you believe that's how I met Santaro? And then look, I ended up destroying her entire life. I've done that to quite a few of your colleagues. The ones that helped her, the ones that teamed up with her. Yeah, taking them all down. You should see them too. Gosh, they look hectic. Old, wrinkly, frumpy. Like real, like dissension psychosis has totally set in. Because I have to. When I see frauds in that, doing this sort of stuff online, I have to rat them out. Because they're frauds. People need to understand that when you've been put in a position to have the power to control someone's spiritual development, or like me, I trigger ascensions in people, that's a lot of power to have in your hands. And these were people who were running around secretly sleeping with everybody I knew and helping protect grooming gangs and pedophiles and stuff. So, of course I had to take them down. But I trigger ascensions. I know how to trigger people's ascensions. I hold people's ascensions in the palm of my hand. And when you trigger an ascension from someone, you're pulling them out from the underworld. You're pulling them out during the deepest, darkest, most painful points of their life and walking them into the light where it changes them forever. And that's a responsibility that I take very seriously, because it's literally the matter between the difference between life and death. Whether they choose to take their own life, give up, turn to addictions, destroy their life, that sort of thing. It's the difference between saving them and letting them sink into the abyss. So I take, as an ascension scientist, and then I take it very seriously. And when I start doing these tests after the card arrives, it'll separate the men from the mice, that's for sure. You'll be able to tell by how everybody reacts to them as to who's going to be tough enough. So, yeah, my cards should be here by, I think it's Wednesday or Thursday. God willing, that might come sooner, you never know. Sometimes they do arrive early, but I'll need to cleanse them, put them on my altar and, bless them, turn them into a holy hand deck, holy hand deck of cards. And then, then we'll get started. Just for a bit of fun. I'm just keeping myself busy until I get out of here, pretty much. And then giving you a sneak peek, And then when I get out of here, I'll make my shows and get everything set up. And when I have my school, it's the sort of thing that I'll be administering for the potential students. Be like their be part of their job application to sit a test. It'll be a live test too, on a Zoom call. So, until next time, I shall see you later. Ka kite ano. Mwah.